Thank you so much. Meanwhile, several officials in Los Angeles are now pushing Governor Gavin Newsom to issue a state of emergency in California over the homeless crisis. Supporters say the proposal would free up state and federal funding, typically reserved for natural disasters. Let's bring in Mike Shellenberger. He's the founder and president of Environmental Progress. You live out there. You write about this. Would this be the right way to go? Do the citizens of California want the governor to declare a state of emergency?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think people have to understand just how serious the crisis is in California. I mean, murders and rapes in Los Angeles have gone up 16% and 31% over the last year. Fentanyl deaths are twice as high this year as they were at the same period last year. You have the residents of San Francisco, as you said, they're taking the law into their own hands, trying to deal with the crisis in pretty extreme ways. People can't walk on the streets. They can't push their baby strollers on the streets. The streets are covered with feces. They're covered with infected needles. People shoot drugs in the street. We're dealing with a complete breakdown of social norms here. There needs to be a state of emergency to deal with the housing shortage, to deal with the drug epidemic, and to deal with the mental health crisis.
But
we actually have psychiatric beds available. We have the resources available. The government is absolutely failing to take action.
While we look at the 5 cities with the highest rate of unsheltered homeless, 4 of those are in California: San Francisco, Los Angeles, Santa Rosa, and San Jose, and then Seattle, Washington is number 4 on that list. But if you have a state of emergency, what actually policy could change? Like what could actually be done to help residents who are frustrated that they can't get the government to help them?
Well, the state of emergency gives the executive, in this case the governor, extraordinary powers. He can basically waive any laws that are viewed as an obstacle to saving lives. 3 people are dying on the streets of San Francisco every day.
Would the governor do that?
What's that?
Would the governor do that? Do you think that he has?
This is this governor, I don't know. We're trying to put as much pressure on him as we can. You saw that the LA City Council endorsed my proposal that there be a state of emergency. This is not a liberal or conservative issue. This is just about basic human decency. But you've seen what the governor's done over the last 2 weeks. He's been more focused on car efficiency standards, supposedly in the name of climate change, and getting college athletes paid. To give you a sense of it, he spent more time talking to school children about his dead pet otter than he has about the 3 people dying on the streets of LA every day. It's just frankly, it's an embarrassment. It's an affront to human dignity. It's a complete breakdown of his responsibilities. I mean, this is a person who was mayor of San Francisco and homelessness just got worse. Lieutenant governor did nothing. Now he's governor and he's running for president of the United States rather than trying to govern this vital state in the greatest country in the world.
Mike, it was pretty remarkable that the LA City Council endorsed your suggestion for a state of emergency. Thanks for coming back on the show, Mike Shellenberger. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Dana.
And as talk of the impeachment inquiry accelerates, these Democratic senators